Hello again. So I also have been shopping. If you've watched the previous video, I said I was shopping. Well, I've been doing some other shopping too, and this time I finally bought a new digital camera. We've got a Panasonic Lumix FC18, which is huge, but nice. We've had it for a long time. We bought it the year it came out. So finally decided it was time to jump. So I bought this, which is the Sony from their G series, and it is the DSC-HX50V. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't come with a dedicated viewport. Everything is shown through the video or through the big display on the back. Comme ça. And you saw it just jump to macro detect. Anyways, this is the camera with the lens fully extended for standard shot. That's full telephoto. And that's full wide. Power it off. You can see how fast it goes from off to shot, which is quite good. The onboard flash is right there. The button is the little lightning bolt on it. This does have an accessory hot shoe, and you can see the connectors in there. It supposedly will do peephole or eyepiece type viewing. I don't know if I'll ever get one of those. Of course, it'll take a flash. And I thought I had read that it will take microphones, so you can put a better microphone on it instead of using the two mic pickups, which are here and here. I'm not sure if that is another mic pickup right there or not. And as you can see, it's a 30 times optical. Always focus on optical zoom. Don't waste your time with anything else. There's an exposure adjustment knob right here out in the open. Of course, the selector dial here, so you can see PASM mode for pretty near full manual controls over exposure, aperture settings. MR, I forget. Some kind of intelligent mode thing. It's movie playback. Scene selection. This is intelligence plus. And so far I've only taken a few shots. It's quite good. The video resolution is good enough. The video quality is good enough at 1080p that at full zoom from 25 feet across the room I was able to read the ingredients list off the side of a bottle of chocolate milk, which is pretty good. Movie record button is right there. A little bit of a textured grip button. This right here is the go button for taking a picture. It does the half press, and then that click you can hear is when you fully take the picture. The menuing system on this camera is not too bad. It's not VCR or anything. Let me get to the top. You can control with Wi-Fi, which is actually pretty cool. I've played with it. Everything goes through your phone or your tablet device, and then you can fully control the camera in all the ways that really matter from a remote setup. One of the things I plan on doing is taking advantage of that by rigging up a tripod mount for this camera to shoot videos with, and to be able to see what's going on from my 10-inch tablet, so that way I can actually see focus and whatnot, because it actually controls the zoom functionality from the screen as well, so I don't even have to touch the camera once it's set up. Wi-Fi, which I'm not going to worry about connecting that to my computer to use Wi-Fi. Still image size controls. I always shoot at maximum. face detection, whatever. It's pretty funny. It works on every camera I've ever used it on. The funniest thing I ever did was one time my son dressed up for Halloween as a commando sniper, and we put camo paint on his face, and it couldn't find his face, which is pretty cool. Movie quality, so you can see we've got AVC HD 1920 by 1080 60p, or drop down to 60i, and then we can go all the way down to 1440 by 1080 60i. I shot at AVC HD 28 meg. Now, one of the problems with this camera and shooting at this setting is because it does have some kind of a stupid 2 GB file limit, because I'm assuming it's still using FAT32 or 4 GB file limit. I forget. It's one of the two. You can't record particularly long video clips, so that'll make for some interesting discovery as I use this camera to do some video shooting soon. There's a still image size coming out of the video mode, because as with a lot of video mode capable, you can take a picture while you're in video record mode still. Movie steady shot, as you can see, suitable for stronger movement, under moderate movement. So, and then GPS information and GPS log. In-camera guide. Now you'll notice the focus is going in and out a lot. That's because this is shooting on a new phone as well. It's an S4, and I don't know why it's so jumpy with the autofocus. And then of course from here, see additional settings. You can go movie format, illuminator, grid lines on and off, clear image zoom, digital zoom is off. I always turn that off. Wind noise reduction. Microphone level, red eye reduction, blink alert, write date, expanded focus, custom button, display resolution, beeps, which are annoying, so I turn those off, panel brightness, so you can change the brightness so you can see crazy bright or more normal. Language, which there's English, French, Espanol, Italiano, and no idea. I'm assuming Japanese, where this is a Sony product. Display color, black, demo mode, reset the default settings, initialize is a strange name for that, function guide, HDMI resolution, control for HDMI, USB connection settings, USB power supply, LUN settings, logical unit number. This is bad. I gotta stop using technical terms in consumer products. You put music on this, which is weird. Airplane mode on a phone or on a camera, which is funny, but of course people grumble about Wi-Fi on planes. GPS setting, GPS assist data, GPS log data, power save mode, a version of the software, and a bunch of network settings. That's where you can set your password for when you connect to the camera to control the camera directly, as well as if you're connecting to an access point, you can see Wi-Fi standby, select the access point to connect to, so you can see the different Wi-Fi connections you can see around the house here. And the display the MAC address, which I'm not going to do, memory card management, and then of course where we are. I'm not in Santiago, but for some reason there is no Atlantic time for Canada, just Santiago. Clock adjust, and then back to the top. So yeah, I can say that other than this video being generally just an overall tour of the device itself, I'm pretty happy with the little bit of test video that I've shot with it and the test images I've taken. There is no threading, as you can see. There's no threading on that barrel anywhere on it. So the lens is just what it is as it comes from the factory. There's no adding anything else onto it. Also, I suppose, look at this is a rotating dial, centered. Be select or enter, and that gets into the main menu. Not available as follows, so this is just for custom settings. This is the help and the trash button, so you can see there's a whole bunch of help built into the camera, which is kind of interesting. I'm unimpressed, but it's not something I usually need a lot of help with. And then press it again, and then back out. And it does have a really fast burst mode, which is quite impressive. 10 shots per second, 2 shots per second, continuous self-portrait for 2. So the 10-second is it'll go. Oh, that's the timer shot, sorry. Silly. Anyways, it does have a really fast multi-shot. I had been playing with it at some point. Someone didn't want to be in. Anyways, it shoots at 10 frames a second, and it just goes like stink until the internal memory is full, and then it transfers it back out. So now that I've made a fool of myself, not being ready for it again. Here's all of the shots of the camera. There's the bottom HDMI connector. There's a mount for tripods. Battery is located here. It is lithium ion. Prices on this battery are actually quite respectable. $35, $45 for the battery, which honestly I don't mind that price. See the memory card is sitting in there that I've added in. And on this side, it's the multi-port, which is really just the USB connector. So, and then the lanyard that I have attached, because it's small enough, I'm going to need it. One of the things I will say for sure is that this camera, with the lens fully extended, is barely bigger than the collapsed Panasonic camera that we're replacing it with, and it's actually narrower this direction, left to right, on the width of the device when you're holding it in a normal camera taking mode. So it's going to be nice. Get rid of some of the size. Of course, this is also a 20 megapixel camera, so it's going to definitely take sharper images overall, and it's 6 years newer, so it's definitely going to have better image processing for quite a lot of the shots that it's going to do. And you can see 3.5 to 6.3, 4.3, 129 here on the front. I forget the wide aperture size that this gets, but otherwise, yeah, no, it's a decent camera so far. I like the fact that it's got the built-in lens cover on it, which is passively mechanically operated as the lens barrel comes out. So hopefully it'll serve us well on our vacations and just around, and also for me doing some video. Thanks again.